Hello, everybody. Um, as you can visibly see by this picture, it is story time. Anyways, this is actually, I don't have a creepypasta account, so this is a creepypasta I made like I'm sorry for the low quality. It's on the tablet, anyways. Yep, so you kind of know what he looks like. I didn't have a lot of color, so this side is supposed to be more of a blonde, while this side is black. His eye was supposed to be green. And that is supposed to be dark orange, it's a tattoo, and the red is supposed to be blood, whatever. So, yeah, and dried blood smeared help on the back, and, him talking, whatever. Anyways, the story is titled Deimos. If y'all like it, leave your comments down below, and, well, even if you dislike it too, and enjoy. One side of his body lay limp in the shade, covered by the blanket. The other revealed on the sunlight on his patio. Waking up, Deimos rubbed his head. Some dried blood came off into his hand, in little flakes. What the hell happened last night? He thought. All he remembered was stumbling out onto the porch with his blanket still wrapped around him for warmth, and then falling over. He had a massive headache and felt like he was about to fall over again if he stood up. Instead of standing up, he got on his hands and knees and crawled to the door. To his surprise, it was halfway open. That's odd. He thought about how his parents normally closed the door when they noticed it was open, even in the morning, which was very rare, unless his father came home drunk. What the fuck? He finally had the strength to stand to his feet. I hope it didn't. He ran to the bathroom. God damn it! He yelled. He was always naturally blonde and black-haired. It was a rare occurrence, the doctor said. Not a lot of children were born this way. Most were born with one color of hair. Some were born with little streaks of different colors in their hair. And for some kids, like Deimos, they were born with half black, half blonde hair. Of course, he was ashamed by it for some reason. He always dyed his hair either full black or full blonde. Preferably black. Well, ain't no fuss about it now, he said. Might as well just go to school. I can say some of the dye washed out of my hair and I'm a natural black-haired kid. He grabbed his backpack and didn't even bother to change his clothes. He had fallen asleep in a pair of jeans and a sweater he wore on Sunday. They're clean for the most part, he said. He gathered his things and went to the door. But before he left, he realized something out of the ordinary. On the door handle was a small red stain. That's odd, he thought as he walked out the house. He finally managed to get to the bus stop, and he was right on time. The bus was already there with the 3 people that went to the bus stop with him getting on. Trent, Mikey, and Stefano. FYI, no, I did not get that off the PewDiePie video. I just decided that would be a good name. Right back to the story. He sat down in the front seat like he always did. The bus driver was a substitute today. As always, the other kids started yelling. Mikey lit a cigarette and put it into his mouth. Deimos, you want one? He asked. You know I'm not trying any till I'm 17. Come on, you're 16, Mikey replied. Live a little, will you? Thamos rubbed his head. I don't know. Mikey was puzzled at what he saw in Damos's hand. What's wrong? Damos said. And then he looked down at his own hand. More dried blood. What the hell? By the way, Mikey asked, trying to ignore what had happened, what happened to your hair? It's even longer than usual. It's covering up your nose. Damos just scratched the back of his head, on the other side this time, trying not to draw more blood. I just decided it'd be nice if I dyed my hair half blonde, half black. Yeah, but how'd it grow so long over the weekend? Damos was shocked by this. Well, last Friday my hair was right above my cheeks. This actually kind of confused me too. Hell, it might have been known to happen before. After about half hour of talking and going to other bus stops, they finally made their way to school. They finally made it to school. Well, Damos said, getting off the bus with his friends. I don't know why, but some reason, I feel like today something bad's about to happen. Stefano laughed and pat his old friend on the back. Don't worry, Damos. You'll be fine. We'll all be fine. This is the last day of school. Can you believe it? Damos blinked for a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot. It is the last day of school, huh? He said, chuckling. He giggled like a little schoolgirl, thinking of all the things he could pull over the summer. Now what the hell is that? He heard a boy behind them say. They turned around. Oh, it's on the back of your head, kid. My name is Damos, and what are you talking about on the back of my head? He turned to see his friends staring at him shocked. You need to see the fucking doctor, man, Stefano said. What the hell is wrong with you? He asked all the boys around him. He noticed that the girls were rushing off. Some were screaming. He rubbed the back of his head and more dried blood fell off. Fine, I'll see the damn nurse. We went to the nurse's office. She tried calling his parents to say that he was horribly wounded in the back of his head, and that somehow the blood had already dried, but is still flaking out. His parents never answered the call. Damos, the nurse said, to take away all the shock, just wear a beanie or something. Here's the beanie that the teachers confiscated from your friend yesterday. You can wear it. Damos put it on, thinking about how he had to give it back to Sullivan when he was done with all this. He walked into the hallway and then something hit him. A memory. It was at nighttime, this thing. He remembered going into the kitchen and getting a kitchen knife. He then made his way down the hall to his parents' bedroom, and then it went black. He ran to his next class, took class there, and then went for lunch. Damn, the school system is weird, he told one of his friends. I know I've been saying it all year, but lunch after second block, it's kind of nuts. Yeah, well, I'm not complaining, his friend said, as he gulped down the food that was before him. When Damos went home, he decided to investigate more about what happened last night. This is something he didn't notice before. Blood on the wall. Furniture tipped over, and something sticking out of the freezer. Deep freezer. Holy fuck, how did I not notice this? He ran for the phone, but it was broken on the floor. He tried searching for some cell phones in the house. All of them were either dead or broken. This can't be happening, he said. They died. He looked at the corpse of his father. They died. They died. They died. They died. They died. This can't be. They died. They really died. They died, didn't they? They're dead. They died! He yelled. His eye was twitching by now, and he was shaking violently. He ran to the bathroom, so shocked, not knowing what to do. He didn't even know why he was in the bathroom. He ripped the door off the cupboard and took lipstick from his mom's lipstick collection. He smeared it all under his eye, dark orange lipstick, making what looked like a streak or a blade or something under his eye. It all comes clear now, he said. I'm the murderer. How can I not know this? I remember it all clearly now. No wonder I woke up with clean clothes, he said. He looked in the hamper of his bedroom. Of course. The overshirt that he normally wore over his folded collar was stained with blood. He realized he had a small slash on his face, though it was dried up by now, so a lot of the kids must not have noticed at lunch, or any class at that. He sat on the tub laughing. I killed them all, huh? He went to the bedroom where he found his mom's corpse. Written on the wall in blood, help, help. It was written twice. He turned around with an evil smile. They died. He took the kitchen knife and ran off. He couldn't stop running. He eventually came across an old man walking his dog. That's Mr. Johnson, he thought. Hi, Mr. Johnson, he said, holding the knife behind his back. Hello, Damos. What's your last name again? I keep forgetting, Mr. Taleli, Damos said. Damos Taleli. Can you come here for a second? He asked the old man. Sure. I gotta give you something, Damos said. Well, what's that, Mr. Taleli? Your death ticket. Huh? The old man was puzzled before he had time to react, though. Damos plunged the kitchen knife deep into his stomach. Take that, you fucking bitch, Damos whispered under his breath. He pulled out the knife and let the old man fall. The little dog was running around the old man, barking and licking his face and growling at Damos. In all frustration, Damos picked the dog up by the scruff of its neck and threw it in the road, instantly breaking its neck. He then ran again. He knew this was a sign. His new talent of killing had started.